What's up, DM fam? This your boy Dave.
And it's your girl Mesha.
And we're just coming up with another video to help people to like financial freedom. It's something that we're even testing out as well. So, this video is going to help us along with that. But I do want to give a shout out and credit for the one who pretty much I saw the video of, and his name is Stephen James, and he has a channel called the Project Life Mystery, or I believe it's a mystery, and he came up with this off of someone else, and I kind of find it very beneficial because it's something that we're learning as well, and we just want to share that with you. For those who haven't even seen his video or something similar. So,
or if you just want to go look it up.
And just look it up, but you can get this information from our channel, which is right here, right now. So before we get into it, please like, subscribe, leave a comment.
Share, you always leave that out.
Share, please share it. You've got Twitter, y'all got Facebook. Snapchat, Instagram. But yeah, please do all of that, and we're getting right into it. So the thing is when it comes down to saving money, it's not just about saving money, because the thing is you still catch yourself, getting into debt just by saving money, because a lot of times
going into your savings account, taking money out that you really ain't supposed to.
Yeah. And it's just always in just the one, savings. When you got the savings, you realize, you say, I'm not going to touch this money. I'm not going to ever touch this money.
And then
you end up touching it, because trust me, she was, like, I'm real good with money, at times, and especially when I know I had it, but I never did it in this, to this content. Like her, she was experienced by just saving money, and it was just in the savings account.
Yeah.
And she had quite some money, and it was just saved in there, and like she never
But
touched
when you
it.
itching
But then,
to get stuff you want to see, you go into your account, you get it.
But see, the thing is like this. Like, the reason why it was now she realized it is because it was easy for her to save it, because she didn't really have anything to pay for. Like, she'll have money and she'll get paid, and there's only a certain amount that she paid for, by staying with, her dad or whatever. And it was very little, but she had a whole lot that she can save. Unlike me, I was living in the life. I was in the world. I had things to really pay for. I put myself in situations where I got myself in a debt. Meaning, not saying that it was intentionally my fault, but it's my fault because it was my money, and I knew that if I get something, it's eventually going to come down on me, especially if you're not like super wealthy. But the thing is this video is mainly to try to help out with the finances and put it in different categories and different accounts.
Basically teaching you how to manage your money.
So the main thing is you want to be able to open up an account. So once you open up an account, you want to have different accounts, so put your money separately, and you want to put your monies, whether you're getting paid weekly, or if you're getting paid bi-weekly or monthly, or salary. So you want to put yourself in that category to putting monies in different areas, and we put it in percentages. So the first, thing that you want to put is 55% of your necessities.
Which is like your bills, car notes, rent, cable, internet, all that stuff.
Yeah. So, like I said, rather you're getting, paid weekly, take 55% of that. 55% of your income. So then by the time your month comes, you know that, hey, okay, I got the money for this, I got the money for that, I got the money for this.
And you won't have to worry about where you're going to get it from or
like, you can even start off lower. You don't have to necessarily start off in the beginning at like 55%, but you can gradually grow that way, because it's just everybody's financial, have different financial issues. So, a lot of times you'll be like, well, I'm working a type of job where I'm only getting 20 hours, and it's harder to try to put these in like so many percentages. But you can gradually get there. But this is the main focus, is to get to this goal. So 55% for your necessities, 10% for your long-term savings. Don't touch it. Just put 10% in there every time you get paid. Every time you get some type of money, put 10% of your long-term savings. Because when you, in the long run, like I said, do not touch it. Don't take that money from your long-term savings and use it for your necessities. Because now you're going to catch yourself like, oh man, I'm short on the long term, so then when I get older...
Or it might all be gone.
Oh yeah, like I said, don't touch it. Because then when you get older, you realize, man, I didn't save anything for my long term, for my retirement, and you don't have anything. Because it's one thing that just like when you have a job. When you have a job and you get a 401k, do you touch that money? No, you don't touch that money, because every time that you get a check or you get paid, that money is going straight, whatever percentage you say to put in your 401k, that's going straight to your 401k. You can't touch it. You can't touch it until it's time for you to retire, for the most part. Or if you end up quitting and you don't want to match it to another business or whatnot. But otherwise, you're not touching that money. So it's kind of like the same thing. Now you pretty much got control of your own finances when it comes down to that. The next is 10% for your freedom. This is, the freedom comes from, like, you want to be able to pay yourself. Meaning, like, when you're working hard anyway, and you're getting paid. But now you're paying yourself by doing something like opening up your own business, or which we're doing. We're in that process of opening up our own business. So when you're talking about working for the corporate world, it's one thing, which is good for the economy. But it's about working for yourself and doing for yourself. So we're trying to save money and putting a certain percentage, so then that way we can open up our business and everything is, for that business, and that will be our freedom. And she's trying to open up, a salon, or not so much a salon, but like a store, or whatever. And then I have a vending business that I actually had started, but not so much started in the, for the people to start buying. So, except my coworkers. So I'm working on that now. So, but I'm trying to get into that financial way, that freedom account, to where I can build on just that business or whatever. The next one is 10% for education. Rather it's for us, going to like, seminars, or going to a teacher, or something that you can learn, even from books or whatever.
Or the internet. You can learn from the internet.
Yeah, and you can learn from the internet, but sometimes people put things on the internet and you be like, is this right? You don't know if it's right unless you have it, if you actually see somebody in person. So that's just like in this case, YouTube. There was something that we was trying to go to last year. I forgot her name, Robertson or something like that.
I forgot her name.
But she's she's real good and entertaining, and I saw a couple of her videos, and she was going to be out here. That's something that we could have, if we would have known about this type of thing, we could have put that, and whatever money we had towards that, we could have gone to that and learned something based off of YouTube. Or you can just do it for 10% and you still don't touch it, but like if you have a future family or whatever, that can go to the education for your kids, which is always a plus. So then that way you don't have to worry about student loans and all this other stuff. Basically, you will have everything set for by the time it's, for them to go to college. Another 10% will go towards a fun account. We like to have fun. We love to have fun, but the thing is you're taking money from other things that you could be possibly, what you don't realize that you're using, and you're using it to have fun. But you really didn't have it, because now here you go in debt trying to make sure that you had to owe on rent, and which we've experienced. So the thing is you have to owe on something, and you're not gonna get anywhere by just having fun, and then you're using pretty much all your money. So you want to put 10% in for your money, for your fun account as well. And the last is 5% for your giving. It doesn't matter where you're giving it to. And you're talking about monthly. So when every time you get paid, put these percentages in there. Because the thing is as it grows, that's giving. So when you're talking about monthly, let it grow first. Don't just say, oh, I put my first 5% into the fun account, or 10% into the fun account, and then within that first month, you're talking about trying to have fun now. Let it build, because now you got money. So let's just say your 10% of your monthly check was, let's just say it was like $200. If it was $200 and then you end up going out to the movies, and then you're going out to eat and all this other stuff, and let's just say total it will be $100. So if it's
movies ain't cheap.
Movies is not cheap. And then you're talking about going out to eat, and you want to do something real nice. So it's like, okay, so let's just say you spent $100. Now you only have $100, left into your fund account, but then it's like, you wanted to do something different. Having fun is, you can go out to the movies, you can go out to eat, but talking about going on like a boat ride, or just go somewhere out of the country. Helicopter. Make something extravagant, because when you look back, you can be like, man, I did this and we did that, and that's what we're trying to do as well. So you want to make sure that, and then for the giving, 5%.
Good for like charities, homeless shelters.
Especially during the right time. See, a lot of times, people feel like you have to do it every single day, because there's more than just you out there. You know what I'm saying? It's not just us, that if we decide to put 5%, in, and we let that build, and then it's just like, okay, so now that we have 5% on the first month, or for the whole first month, or however we get paid, and we're putting 5%. So if we get paid twice a month, you got now 10% of your monthly income into that giving account. So the thing is now you have a whole month. The thing is you want that to build. So when it's time to start giving, you're now giving. You may want to give 10% to like what I wanted to do, and she agreed to it. It's something that once we start building, we want to be able to give to kids that have cancer. And the thing is God forbid, who knows what's going to happen when it comes down to that kid, and they didn't really live, or they didn't really do anything because they're so stressed out, and the parents are stressed out because the condition. So we want to be able to give and try to to them, to let them have fun with life, and let them stop. It's gonna still be there, but just think outside of that, because life is still fun, and you can always have fun no matter what condition you're in. And then also during the holidays, we want to like go to homeless shelters and bring out a meal, because again, it's not always about us. We have to, there's other people that are less fortunate, and they're not able to even do what we're trying to do, which is, having that financial freedom. So we want to be able to give. So again, I want to thank Steph and James for that video, for me to be able to learn from that.
Thanks for watching. watching. You want to say it since you've been saying it?
No, you can say it.
You sure?
Yep, she needs to talk.
I have been talking. Anyways, thanks for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, leave a like, and we'll see you.
See y'all next time.
Okay.